E aí, meus queridos tranquilos, boa noite, estamos de volta em live mais uma vez. E hoje, para continuar o American Nightmare, Alan Wake American Nightmare no PC, beleza? Eu não sei se a gente vai terminar hoje, a ideia é tentar puxar mesmo, porque o foco dele não é pegar troféu, não é pegar conquista, não é fazer tudo que tem para fazer. E muito menos ele não tem tanta importância pra gente entender o jogo principal, né? O jogo principal não tem importância nenhuma, mas não tem importância pra gente entender o Alan Wake 2, tá? Que a gente vai fazer na sexta-feira, tá? E falando de Alan Wake 2, eita piga. Eu acho que quem tá com muita vontade de jogar Alan Wake 2, viu aí que saiu os requisitos. Ontem, hoje, sei lá. Foi ontem. Saiu os requisitos do Alan Wake 2, tá? Então, é um jogo que vai ser bem pesado pra rodar no PC, no caso. O que me preocupa ao mesmo tempo, porque no console, no PlayStation, por exemplo, ele não tem aqueles recursos que a Nvidia tem. E também pelo fato de que até agora eu não vi nenhuma review desse jogo. Né? Nem no PC e nem no console, que é onde a gente vai jogar, tá? Então na sexta-feira a gente vai jogar no PlayStation 5 e iremos saber se esse jogo tá bem otimizado, se tá funcionando ou não, né? Beleza? Mas eu vou mostrar mais uma coisinha pra vocês. Spider-Man 2, edição de lançamento, mídia física de PlayStation 5. Beleza? Sejam melhores juntos. Beleza? Chegou hoje pra mim, tá? Dentro dela. Deixa eu ver se não tem nenhum código aqui, né? Não tá mostrando nenhum código. Aí vem só uns papelzinhos e um disco, tá? Nada demais. Mas é bonito, tá? Confesso que é bonito. Vou tirar uma cola que tem nele aqui depois. Não tô conseguindo tirar agora não. Tem uma colinha nele aqui por causa da embalagem plástica que vem por fora, que eu abri já. Mas é isso aí, tá? Mas eu não prometo, tá? Não que eu não vou trazer o Spider-Man, mas eu não vou trazer tão cedo, tá? Vai demorar aí uns dias pra gente conseguir jogar. Porque eu tenho que jogar o Spider-Man 1, que é o de PS4, mas a gente vai jogar a versão remasterizada, que já está instalado no PS5, já está configurado, tudo configurado não tá, mas está instalado lá. O Miles Morales também está instalado lá. Logo mais eu vou ver para instalar o 2 para deixar tudo no jeito. A gente vai fazer eles em sequência. Mas a ideia é terminar Alan Wake, os DLC aqui, e fazer o Alan Wake 2 inteiro no PlayStation 5. Eu tenho que gerar mais alguns conteúdos do Alan Wake 2 provavelmente no canal principal, então me siga no canal principal. Que é AlanDigas também, tá? Mas é AlanDigas somente, não é a joga no final. Tem sempre aí na descrição, tá? Do vídeo. Tem na página principal do canal lá na aba sobre. Então, se inscrevam lá também, que provavelmente eu vou trazer mais informação de Alan Wake lá. Principalmente testes, ainda mais se o jogo estiver bugado. Talvez tentar conseguir a versão de PC para fazer uns testes também. Beleza? Tudo dito, bora pro jogo, né? Só deixa eu abrir ele aqui. Eu não abri ainda. Vamos pra lá. Só deixa eu parar essa música aqui. E bora, tá? Vamos lá, vamos modo história e vamos continuar a história da onde paramos. Jogo salvo. E aqui estávamos, certo? Vou botar o Alan Wake pro outro lado. A gente tem que entrar no observatório. Quem não viu a live passada tá no canal, tá? Não tá aí na descrição, mas dá uma procurada, entra no canal aí. Já se inscreva se não for inscrito, compartilhe o vídeo pra geral. Comente, deixa um comentário bacana pra gente trocar uma ideia. E se inscrevam e marca o sininho, beleza? Assim você recebe notificação de próximos vídeos. E a live passada do começo aqui do American Nightmare. Tá aí no canal, dá uma procurada. A gente parou aqui na live passada, beleza? A gente vai continuar daqui. A gente pegou as munição, só sobrou uma aqui de pistola que eu tô cheio. E eu não sei se eu subo pra lá ou se eu subo aqui nessa escada. Não sei qual que é a diferença também. Eu vou subir aqui. Basicamente, vai ter inimigos. É, falei? Ah, eu lembro dessa parte. Porque eu cheguei a jogar, mas nunca terminei isso aqui, tá? No PC. E eu sei que aqui vai vir vários inimigos. Que eu bem me lembre.
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
O Mary tá achando que eu sou o Sr. Stretch. Ih, eu tô sem. Ah, fica quieto aí, cara. Chatão.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did.
É, já se convenceu?
Right. Come on
Que
in.
fácil.
Thank you.
Mas só que eu não vou entrar agora não. Vamos pegar as paradas aqui. Vamos trocar pro rifle. Eu gosto do rifle. O rifle é bom nesse jogo, hein? Ver se tem alguma coisa pra cá. Ah, tem, mas eu não tenho 40 páginas de manuscrito, né? Aí é vacilo. Vou aproveitar pra ver se tem munição aqui e também salvar o jogo ali na luz. Vai vir inimigo aqui? Aposto que vai. Cara, mas jogar no PC Alan Wake é muito melhor, velho. Pelo menos o 1, né? Porque é muito mais rápido. É muito mais rápido. Eu até cuspi aqui, velho. Eu não sei onde eu cuspi agora na tela aqui. Sacanagem. Até cuspi, né, velho? Deixa eu ver como é que tá aqui as munição. Eu tenho... Tá, ok. Fale com a doutora Meadows. Beleza. Deixa eu só ir na luz aqui pra gente salvar. E seguiremos. Ponto de controle alcançado. Que senão se eu morrer, daí eu volto lá naquele ponto de início lá que a gente começou a live. Pá, deixa eu ligar isso aqui.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Ele fica estressadinho. Eu tô pra dizer que eu joguei essa DLC, esse jogo aqui, só até essa parte, velho. Um pouco mais à frente, eu acredito. Só essa parte do observatório, eu acho. Não, eu joguei mais pra frente, agora eu lembrei. Depois a gente vai pra outro canto. E vai descer a porrada em todo mundo lá. O cara é do mal mesmo, velho. O cara não bate bem.
Never mind.
Falei? É doido, hein? É loucão. É psuruca. Falei? Será que ele vai voltar? Não. Ele tá se divertindo lá, espancando os outros. Bora. Cadê a mulher daqui? Doutora Meadows. Aqui dentro que vai vir uma galera, cara. Vocês vão ver daqui a pouquinho. Dentro dos lugares que tem luz. Relaxa, mas tá intensa. O que eu ia falar? Nem lembro. Enfim. Vai dar treta, tá? Resumindo a conversa. Vou só recarregar tudo. Tá. É esse elevador aqui? Tem alguma coisa pra cá? Não. Ah, lembrando vocês, eu tô jogando com a versão de PC mesmo, pela Steam, com um mod que dá uma melhorada no gráfico e com legendas PTBR que o jogo originalmente não tem, tá?
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Vamos lá, falar com
More
ela.
about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Do nada mudou o tom de voz.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
Beleza, voltei. O Sr. Scratch te machucou?
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Beleza, beleza. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Não, bora. Já vai dar ruim aqui ou a gente vai ter que sair lá fora primeiro? Eu não lembro, velho.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Consegui equipamento de informação de imagem, mas ainda eu acho que ela vai se lascar igual a outra lá. Duvido nada. Tá, onde tá o bagulho? Aproveitar pra salvar, né? Bora. Ah, é ali que vai dar ruim. Agora que eu lembrei. O carro dela tá aqui. E essas teias de aranha? Ah, vai ter aranha agora? Eu não lembro disso. No 1 não teve esse trem não, velho. No jogo base, no caso, né? É, eu não lembro de ter. Eita, pega. Ai, sai daqui, ô trem. Eu não lembro de ter aranha, velho. Acho que não tinha, não. Posso estar muito louco, mas não tinha não, hein. Segue o baile, então. Volte ao telescópio.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Have fun. Brilliant, you've got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Vai dar ruim, vai dar ruim.
Automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually.
I know it's dangerous there, but, well,
I got it!
please come talk to me if you have questions.
Ai, ai, beleza.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Não lembrava de todas essas partes, sinceramente. O ruim é que agora tem as aranhinhas, né, velho? Uma chata aquelas aranhas. Desnecessário. Falei? Vida pega. Ô, vamos parar com essa aí? Show de bola. Vou recarregar aqui, eu acho que a gente consegue pegar esse aqui, não consegue? Não. O que eu tenho que fazer aqui? A válvula, né? Tem outro? Ih, saco. Beleza. Podia ter mais bateria, né? Pra pegar. Vou voltar por aqui mesmo. Só não posso morrer, porque não tem nenhum lugar pra salvar aqui. Tá ali na frente. Ixi, cansei. Esse Alan Wake é sedentário, cara. É um cara... Vou te contar, hein. Ih, não tem luz aqui, não dá pra salvar. E vacilo em jogo. Beleza.
Okay, that should do it.
Bora. Volte para a doutora Meadows. Surprise, motherfucker? Entendi. Vou fazer eu gastar munição. Não dá pra salvar ainda, então bora. Aqui vai dar treta também. Eu lembro que aqui dentro vai vir um monte de inimigo também.
I released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in. Just hold on a little longer. I've almost got it isolated.
Eita, pega.
Are you alright? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
É, né, vacilona? Estava distraída. E quase sem munição, velho. Dessa arma, né?
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that, or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Pegue a impressão do sinal. Cadê? Aonde esse trem? Ah, tá aqui.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the champion of light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Acho que a gente vai ficar sem arma de novo, eu acho. Vai aparecer em outro lugar. Arizona. Cinema ao ar livre, Night Spring. Acho que foi aqui que eu parei de jogar. Eu joguei um tanto aqui e parei.
Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
Beleza, investiga o cinema ao ar livre. Ainda tô com a arma. É bom. Ou não, né? Sei lá. Uma mulher ali, hein? Vai dar ruim, hein?
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before, and you kissed me? And then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Ok, tem alguma coisa aqui? Coletável, manuscrito. Chave.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped.
We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, hey, give it a little zing, Let's take it to another level so it really rips. Let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, just kicked it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Deep in the ocean of darkness, in the mirror of light,
tá bom, né?
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
In his brain. Tá. E meus ovos. Balé. Aranha? Será que eu troco? Troquei. Só pra gente experimentar. Vai pra gente ir pra lá. Então vamos pra lá. Ah, velho. Eu não sei o quão bom foi essa arma aqui não, hein. Isso aqui tá parecendo bem mais inimigo que antes.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Aí está o cara. O cara Zé Ruela. E lá vem. Ah, essa arma é só de perto, velho. Infelizmente. Eu vou ficar com o rifle por enquanto. Ai. Ah, deixa eu pegar a scope agora. Beleza. Bora. Esse cara é doidão, velho. Oxi. Então tá bom, né? Bora, deixa eu salvar aqui. E temos que continuar pra cá. Temos que descer aqui.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Beleza, pra cá. Restaure a força. Mais inimigos. Essa arma é só de perto, eu esqueço. Beleza, vai ver a luz. Opa! Cara, mas não sei. Será que é bom essa arma? O rifle é tão bom, velho. Carabina. Beleza. Munição. Vai dar ruim, né? Deixa eu salvar aqui já. Venha para a luz. Cadê os inimigos? Cadê os inimigos? Estão vindo ali. Adoro. Eita, pega. Sustinho, hein, cara. Nossa, tomei uma bordoada. O Alan Wake, além de ser sedentário, ele perde a vida muito fácil, velho. Bichinho é complicado. Eu lembro dessa parte, hein. Sinceramente, eu não gostei muito dessa arma não, hein. Mas é meu gosto pessoal, né.
I should be able to figure this out.
Temos a scope. Eu tô cheio de granada de luz. Talvez a gente vai precisar usar ela agora. Será que eu troco? Vou trocar, vai. Ué, por que não deu? Deu. Já tá vindo inimigos. Ai, caramba. Deixa eu carregar a arma. Ih, eu podia ter pego munição lá atrás. Agora eu vou ter que ir lá. Ele tem um delay pra atirar esse cara. Não sei por que não. Carrega aí, bicho. Deixa eu dar um save aqui. Tá, acenda as luzes do edifício dos guardas. Ponto de controle alcançado. Ixi, dá pra voltar por lá. Mas eu vim por lá, eu queria voltar por aqui. Tô perdido. Onde eu tô? Passou. Salvar mais uma vez aqui. Apesar que já salvou, mas vamos embora. Você de novo, cara.
It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Porque eu tava ferrado? Entendi, porque tá fácil. Beleza, bora. Acenda as luzes do edifício dos guardas. Bora. Agora o sedentário aqui correndo, ainda mais na subida, aí fica difícil, hein? Eita, pega. Eita, que susto, velho. A gente esgrita aí. Beleza. Vou pegar aqui. Munição. Eu queria o rifle de volta, sinceramente. Vai dar ruim aqui, né? A cara que vai dar ruim. Vou dar um checkpoint aqui perto do objetivo. Só para desencargo. Tetinha no mel. Bora. Aquela mina vai me atacar? Ah, de novo. Não é aqui não. que é lá dentro.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh.
Isso... Assim... Essa DLC começa lá no hotel, onde o Barry tá dormindo, e mostra a TV, dá um close na TV, como se a gente estivesse numa série. Então eu creio que não seja real, tá ligado? Ou seja, ele não saiu. Mas eu gostaria de saber o que a Alice fez. Por isso que eu quero que o Alan Wake 2 mostre a Alice, pra saber o que ela fez durante 13 anos, né? O Barry também. Eu gostaria muito de saber.
How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. It just looks the same. Like,
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
Beleza. Entre no edifício do projetor. A gente passou por ele lá, tá? Beleza, bora. Agora o bicho vai pegar. Olha lá. Esse cara é maluco, velho. Pô, eu vou dar um save aqui, né? Senão vai voltar tudo. Esqueci desse detalhe. Se eu morrer, né? Bora lá no projetor. Vai dar ruim.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm in a fat renting store.
Claro, né? Tem que ter uns trem de ferro pra tacar na minha cabeça. Carregar. O que eu tenho que fazer aqui? Claro, né? Eita. Virei rápido demais. Quase um 360 eu dei. Opa! Nossa, não morreu você? Opa. Tem mais. Tá, como é que eu entro aqui? Não entendi. Destrua as fontes escuras. Como? Ah, tá. Que burro. Munição, munição. Apesar que o essencial meu que é pilha tá acabando. Isso não é bom. Belê. Belê, belê, belê. Entra no edifício do projetor.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Consultar manuscrito. Já era tarde da noite. O verão quase tinha acabado. Hã? Entendi, foi a nada. Olha os projetores aqui. Focar e aqui, que tem aqui? Opa, o que que é? Eu não sei nem quando que é o verão. Beleza, agosto. Qual que era o horário? Era tarde da noite.
Oh, hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I could keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Eita, agora? Já caiu de novo, velho.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. A maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
Ah, sério? Tudo de novo? Ah, não. Agora eu perdi a vontade de jogar o jogo. Juro que eu perdi a vontade. Ah, qual é, velho? Saia do Canyon. Ó, o bagulho tá aqui ainda. Tudo é como se tivesse resetado.
Oh, not birds again.
Ai, saquinho.
What the hell?
Fale com Emma. Pra acabar, velho. Chato pra caramba, hein, você. Não tô com uma escopeta de ação? Beleza. A Emma é aquela mina do começo, né? Ah, velho, tudo de novo. Não quero essa porcaria aí.
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before...
You're gonna be okay, if you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Ok. Tudo de novo. Outra vez. Tem a parada de prego aqui, mas é mó ruim esse trem, hein?
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Tá, vamos pegar lá. A bateria. Isso aqui é tudo igual de novo? Vamos ver.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
O cara é meio doentio, né? Ou totalmente?
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crabby day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
Ah, esse cara é doente.
Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man! Did you see her? Boom!
More than anything else, that's part of animals. It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fact and fiction, imagination and reality becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere can
É, o cara é doente. Vai terminar agora? Terminou. Doente até demais pro meu gosto. Tem um manuscrito aqui. F5. Eu não vou ler não, tá? Ah, preguiça. Bora. Ah, vai me dizer que tá aqui dentro. Que bom, hein? Era tudo onde eu queria ir, hein?
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
É, deve ser mesmo. Bem seguro. Ah, só falta ter aquelas aranhinhas chatas. Falei?
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Claro que tem que carregar, né? Otárias. Mais, é claro, né? Bora, 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 bora. Meu Deus, mas é uma praga. Mas é o caramba. Cadê ela? Beleza, bora. Vou pegar esse aqui. Vou pegar a munição aqui de novo.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
DeLorean. Beleza. Tá, vá para o campo de petróleo para reescrever a realidade. Ai, que bom, né? Deixa eu dar um salve aqui, né? Ainda bem que, tipo, tá sendo mais rápido, né? Eles cortaram algumas coisas pra não ser chato. Ah, de novo, velho. Bora. Isso. Ai. Carrega.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
Não, já sei o que tem que fazer. A não ser que seja diferente. A válvula estava no lugar do petróleo, blá blá blá. Tá. Bateria vai aqui. E a música tava tocando. E aqui no rádiozinho. A gente tem que ativar... Deixa eu pegar a munição aqui. É só de pistola, né? Não tô usando ela. De novo o satélite cai. O porquê eu não sei, tá? O cara que escreveu essa DLC, ele tava muito viajado, velho. Falam aí que base já é viajado. Pernas pra quem te quer, o bagulho... Opa. É pra cá, depois é pra cá, eu acho. E aí, grandão? Toma isso aqui, vai. Ah, chato pra caramba. Cadê o outro? Só tem... Melhor eu me apressar. Volte até... Ah, a Emma vai dar ruim com ela, não é? E o sedentário já cansou, já.
Emma! Coming!
I knew something bad was gonna happen to me!
This is not the bad thing!
Ai! Ai! Prontinho. Ah, esqueci que esses aqui, eles... Ai! Aê. Carrega. Cara, essa arma é muito ruim, velho.
It's okay. It's safe now.
Aguenta aí, Emma. Deixa eu pegar a munição aqui.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
Mas não deu ruim do mesmo jeito? Ela não ficou aqui? Ela foi atacada aqui.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
É. Explore os quartos do motel. É. Apertei o botão errado aqui. Bora. Ah, velho. Falei, ela morre igual.
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Será que agora eu exploro os outros? Eu entrei logo no do cara. Deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa na rádio ou é a mesma coisa.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend them with. Nobody else in the whole world. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw to boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, you know, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody would just call in and relieve my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on now, help a fella out. Our lines are open.
Beleza. Sinalizador. Aqui tá trancado. Aqui também. É nesse quarto aqui, ó, que já vai ter a chave. É. Eu achei que ia ter alguma coisa. Vamos pegar ali logo. Se tem algum coletável aqui, eu acho que não. Só pegar a chave. E já era.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring. But for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
A gente vai pro observatório agora. Creio que sim. É.
Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Lá vamos nós. Cara, e esse jogo aqui, comparado com o primeiro, né? Tipo assim, esse é DLC, né? Mas o primeiro base, ele...
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
Consigo equipamento de formação de imagem.
That's where the camera should be.
O que eu tava falando? O jogo base dá pra gente dirigir carro, né? Aqui não dá. Em momento específico, né? Não toda hora. O jogo é bem linear. Mas já? Caramba. Não sabia que eles entravam aqui dentro, não. É o que eu tô sofrendo aqui? Ah, o cara tá me tacando bomba, esse é arrombado. Ai, caramba. Gastando munição à toa. Tá. Vou pegar o sinalizador. Munição. Munição. Aqui tem um rádio de novo.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, when the hours stretch into eternity like this, when it feels like I'm stuck in a rut and just reliving the same endless night over and over again, I feel genuinely touched by someone actually reaching out to me, breaking the monotony. I just want you to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. You suck, Eddie! Did you know that this is my dream job? True fact?
Beleza. A gente já sabe onde tá o equipamento, mas eu precisava de mais munição. Não sei se é uma boa ideia estar entrando aqui. Mas de qualquer forma vai vir inimigo, né? Vai vir uns atormentados pela escuridão. Vou chegar naquele checkpoint antes, velho. Ah, sério? Pegou tão longe assim? Ah, não creio. Vou pegar a munição que tem aqui. Deixa eu ver que arma tem aqui. Interessante. Mas será que eu preciso? Peguei. Tá. Ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Claro, né? Inimigo pra atormentar minha vida. Por que a princípio dá pra entrar aqui? Ah, não sei. Talvez o jogo me mande aqui. Não, é aqui mesmo que eu tenho que ir. Mas por que o carro dela tá aqui? O carro dela não tava aqui. Que estranho. O carro dela não tava aqui. Juro pra vocês. Ele tava mais acima. Ele tava pra lá. Mas beleza, né? Ah, velho, na moral. Ah, por que eu não tô conseguindo atirar no cara? Pra luz, vai. Pô, essa arma é muito ruim, mano. Nossa. Faleci. Beleza. Ali vai vir inimigo também. Ainda bem que eu fui no save, hein? Senão a gente ia morrer e ia voltar lá atrás. Ah, não dá pra vir aqui. Que vacilo, hein, jogo? Agora eu tenho que subir lá. Pior que o checkpoint foi bem quando os inimigos aparecem, velho. É chato. O carro dela tava aqui, ó. Por isso que eu falei. Tem um checkpoint aqui. Ah, de novo, velho. Vou derrotar esses caras, vai. Primeiro. Ai! Não foi. Vem cá, Zé Mané. Porque ele aparece bem na minha frente, praticamente. Otário. Vou pegar a munição aqui. Eu vou trocar aquela arma por esse rifle aqui, que é bem melhor, velho. Vou pegar isso aqui. Vou salvar aqui no checkpoint. Vou falar ali com a mulher.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Bora, bora, bora. Aqui vai ter outra doideira.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff. Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Cara demente, velho. Beleza. Vou lá com a doutora Miados, sei lá como é que fala.
It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Pera aí, só deixa eu pegar as munition. Tinha coisa aqui, eu não lembro. O jogo deu uma bugada na câmera ali, naquele canto.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Bora. Proteja os canos principais. Vixe. Lá embaixo é diferente, Eles mudaram um pouquinho. Sedentário. E aí, galerinha? Errei o tiro. Tá ali. Vem, cambada. Beleza. Que munição que vai, mano?
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Ah, sério mesmo? Vixe.
I guess they didn't like that.
Volte para a doutora. Vai dar. Vai dar ruim, é? Ei, sai fora! Vê pra luz aqui, vai. Ih, não dá não. E aí, galerinha? Beleza, bora. Mais, velho. Cara, eu gosto desse rifle. Esse rifle é bom demais. Ai, caramba. Beleza. Deixa eu ver se tem munição aqui. É mais, velho? Eita, pega! Não vi você, cara. Chega, né? Eu posso entrar? Bora. Aqui vai dar ruim também, não vai?
It's working. Please, come up here.
Beleza.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. if you don't mind.
Vamos
What's
lá.
on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Pega a impressão do sinal, vamos lá.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Tá, eu não sei se vai ter mais um regresso ao começo do jogo, né? Se tiver, vai demorar.
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Tá, a gente não pode esperar que vai acontecer as mesmas coisas, porque não vai, tá? Mas certas coisas vão estar no mesmo lugar, então isso é bom já, né?
Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey. Waiting at home for hubby.
Ixi.
Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Vai pra lá, doida.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty.
Que isso?
I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Tá, fica quieta aí, loucona. Vou pegar as paradas, vai. Munition, sempre bem-vindo. Tem um rádio pra nós ouvirmos. Deixa eu pegar a chave já, a gente ouve o rádio.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
Or perhaps we're just a twisted
reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
É, coisas loucas estão acontecendo. A gente já tem a chave. Pegar os... Ah, já tô cheio de sinalizador? Ah, sacanagem. Mais inimigos.
Getting it yet, genius?
Calé. Cara, esse rifle é muito bom. Na moral. Aqui é pra trocar por qual mesmo? Ah, o cano cerrado eu já tô com ele. Eu queria trocar esse trem, velho. A pistola era bem melhor. Restaure a força. A gente vai ter que ir lá de novo. O que vai acontecer diferente aqui agora? Os carros vão vir pra cá. Igual antes. E vai vir inimigos. Ok. Ah, passaralhos. O carro tá andando sozinho, velho. Acabou? Ou tem mais? No checkpoint. Temos outra TVzinha pra ver aqui. Deixa eu pegar o sinalizador. Não é a mulher dele? A Alice?
I want to talk about Alice.
É.
Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
Esse eu do mal do Alan Wake é cabuloso, hein? Eu vou fazer o seguinte, galera. Que hora que é agora? Já tá meio tarde, velho. Dá pra gente fazer essa outra parte aqui, que é da restauração da energia.
Like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
Beleza. Que arma que tem aqui nessa maleta? Eu não lembro. Não. Isso aí é horrível. Não trocarei. Bora. Tô ficando sem munição de rifle, velho. Salvar aqui por desencargo. E bora. Cadê os inimigos da escuridão? Será que eu salvo aqui? Bora, vai. Pegar munição. Cara, se não tá tendo inimigo agora, depois o bicho vai pegar. Granada de luz, não quero trocar pra scope. Temos que ligar esse aqui. Desse aqui a gente liga. E desliga. Não, não, não. Ih, não é igual. Ih, rapaz. Ah, beleza. Ah, as aranhinhas do mal, velho. Por que que tem que colocar elas? Essas desgreta. Cadê os Enamigos? Isso não é bom. Ah, mais? Tá. Vou recarregar. Não, não preciso recarregar. Vamos vir pra cá igual a gente fez da outra vez. Entre no quê? No edifício do projetor. Direto nele? Estranho. Pra cá. Aqui no checkpoint só pra gente dar um save. Beleza. Cadê os inimigos, hein? Tá muito parado, hein? Falei.
If you die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose.
Pare. Errou! Cara chato. Pegar munição. Fazendo, carrega. Carrega também. Mas é um sedentário essa era Moik. Aqui aparece inimigo, não aparece? E deu um checkpoint de novo. Claro, né? Eita, mas já? Caramba, velho. Beleza. Eu peguei as paradas. Deixa eu dar um save aqui. Ok. Recarregar. Recarrega esse trem aí, velho. Beleza, um já foi. O outro aparece aqui, não é? Ou vai mudar de lugar? Pelo jeito vai mudar de lugar. Beleza. Onde tá o outro, velho? Vou pegar a munição aqui. Será que é lá atrás? E é mesmo. Show. Vamos entrar, adentrar. Vou pegar uma munição aqui antes.
The champion of light knows that the time itself is about to end. At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing. But maybe it's enough.
Tá, já era tarde da noite. O verão quase tinha acabado. Havia um cartaz de filme visível. Um foco iluminava o extintor de incêndio vermelho. Tá. Já era tarde da noite, então temos que mexer aqui. Tá, qual que era o outro? O verão quase tinha acabado, então deixa eu colocar agosto aqui. Qual que é o outro? Havia um cartaz de filme visível. Eu vi ele aqui. Tá, qual que é o outro? Extintor de incêndio? Extintor de incêndio? Um foco iluminava extintor de incêndio. Ah, tá, entendi. Pronto. Não é o suficiente. Ah, quer ver que a gente vai voltar lá?
You're trying to be cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity. No matter how many times you come back.
Que merda, hein? Tudo de novo.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures. Each time he gets a little closer, each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the herald of darkness.
É, galera. Eu acho. Eu vou encerrar a live. Eu queria ter algum checkpoint. Ah, agora é os grandão, né? Agora tem que ser o final, velho. Essa tem que ser a última. Essa arma não é boa de... Ixi. Esse grandão não morre fácil não, velho. Gastei um monte de munição. Que desgraçado. Vai dar ruim, né?
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Os negócios já tá aqui. Já estão aqui, né? Tô cheio. Vou colocar o som. O satélite cai novamente. O fundamental vai ter que pegar mais informação no observatório, né? Pra ver como mata o Sr. Stretch. Pernas pra que te quero, não é mesmo? Vai vir inimigo aqui, né? Carregar.
Next stop, saving Emma.
É, eu não sei se vai dar pra salvar a Emma, não. Nunca dá. Ih! Que saco, velho. Ih, não, morreu. Ai, tem os caras da bombinha. Chato pra caramba, hein? Tem a mesma arma? Deixa eu ver. Se lasca essa arma aí.
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
Pegar umas munições aqui. Me abastecer, não é mesmo? Eita, pô! Parar com isso. É que foi rápido agora.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
It's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Que ervas são essas?
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Ok. Salve Emma protegendo a caixa de fusíveis. Que caixa? Volte a Emma. Deixa eu ver essa TV aqui rapidão. Já que estamos aqui.
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend. Really? That's the best you can do? I actually kind of like the guy. He's a plucky little butterball. He plays the clown. That's a hard road to take. But I don't need him sticking his fat face in my business. Did you know he's been hanging out with the sheriff from that shitty little town? They keep in touch. Barry's about the only guy who insists that you're not dead. How about that? I might keep him alive for a while. Just to see him go to pieces when I fire his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ok, o demente já falou, bora. Pegar a munição aqui.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Ah, por que ele falaria pra mim explorar os quartos, sendo que eu sei em qual que eu tenho que entrar? Quer ver que não vai ter nada nos quartos de novo, velho. A gente tem que escutar o rádio ali também. Isso aqui é bom, né? Ah, vai ter as mesmas coisas. Eu vou entrar lá no outro rapidão. A gente ouve o rádio. Granada de luz é bom, hein? Granada de luz é bom, hein? Não sei se tinha antes aqui, mas agora tem. Deixa eu ir lá ver o rádio agora.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rodman's got love for you, which is why I actually hauled myself out of bed before noon, just so I could record an interview for your pleasure. Enjoy. Now, as I'm sure you all know, the annual Night Springs Visual Art Show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the culture business. If you can call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena Valdivia. She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And with her is one of the filmmakers, somebody who's actually primarily known as a renowned photographer, Alice Wake.
Hello.
Now, Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two are friends, I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was really good. I didn't really want to show it. It felt too personal.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
Beleza, agora vamos lá salvar naquela luz ali. A gente já recarrega a vida também. E vamos entrar aqui no quarto. Entrar no quarto do motel aqui. E pegar a chave. Realmente não tem mais nada, é só pegar a chave aqui do defunto. E a gente vai lá pro observatório. Com a cutscene. Chegando lá.
Countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Eu creio que agora a gente tá caminhando pro final. Não sei se a gente faz tudo, cara. Medo de demorar.
To the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows, he will have what he needs.
Ok. O pior é que eu não sei o que vai mudar aqui agora, né? Lá foi bem rápido dessa vez, né?
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Ok. Tá, deixa eu ouvir o rádio, vai.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game.
Jogo de videogame.
To know that his work is still being appreciated by so many readers.
Yes, of course, but I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch? Or?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side. I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
Ok. Tamo cheio de munição, né? Pelo jeito. Vou pegar esse aqui, que é sempre bom. Claro, né? Deixa eles virem, vai. Deixa eu carregar aí, tem mais. já tá ligado.
Very good. I believe we're ready.
Seria pra cima? Não entendi. Vai acontecer a mesma coisa. Vai jogar no cano ali. Tá, beleza. Bora. Eita. Essa arma é ruim de... Eita. Beleza, bora. Comeu todas as munição, praticamente. Esse grandão aí. Volte até a doutora Mildus. Bora, bora, bora. Ah, esqueci. Estamos cheios de sinalizador. Munição sempre bem-vinda. Vou recarregar aqui rapidão. Vamos ver a TV, mais uma doideira.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
Cara loucaço. Loucaço. Ah, velho, sério.
To protect the telescope, or we can't complete the signal.
Ai, ai. Acabou? Claro que não, né? Ai! Tem mais? Fechou. Queria mais munição, hein?
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Pegar os recursos aqui. Bora. Fechou. Tá sendo bem mais rápido, bem mais rápido. Bem mais rápido.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could—
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
Pegue a impressão do sinal. Bora.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Será que vai ser o confronto final? A gente tá indo lá pro lugar do cinema. Cinema ao ar livre, Night Springs.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Tá, eu já tô aonde, velho? Num lugar diferente aqui, hein? Eu já tô no lugar pra restaurar a força já? Mas como que ele veio pra cá de carro, velho? Tem nem lugar, nem passagem aqui. Dá pra entender, né? Jogo é jogo, né? Claro que tem que ter um grandão. Impressionante mesmo. Beleza. Pelé. Você lembra que lado eu tenho que ir? É claro que vai ter mais, né? A munição foi pro saco, velho. Deixa eu dar uma salvada aqui. Ih, tá diferente. O lugar tá diferente. O lugar tá diferente. Tô cheio de granada de luz. Não vou trocar pra scope. Fechou. Não sabia, hein? Só foi chutômetro. Ai. Ah, comeu tudo minha vida. Quer dizer, deixa minha vida restaurar, pelo amor de Deus. Não sei o que me espera ali fora. Claro, né? Eita, o bicho vai pegar, velho. Vou dar um save ali só por desencargo. Vixe. Pô.
Never getting out of this wake, never. Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Vem aqui agora. Grandões. Prontinho. Tô precisando de munição agora. Só que agora tá tudo desligado. É pra você se ferrar e ter que voltar lá atrás, tá ligado? Queria munição, velho. Isso vai ser um problema, eu acho, agora no final. Ou não, tem um negócio ali, né? Eita preula.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Tem um checkpoint aqui.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Pera aí, deixa eu ver a TV aqui primeiro. Vou pegar isso aqui.
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed. Stuck in the darkness? I've been busy. I operate in the shadows. Not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken. But I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Getting a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Loucaço, como sempre, né? Checkpoint. E mais inimigos. De tudo que é lado. O duro é saber onde estão os bagulho. Show. Ai. Otários. Ih, tem mais um, eu acho, hein? Será que tá lá atrás? Show de bola. Eu só... Se eu peguei toda a munição. Peguei, bora.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Já era tarde da noite, o verão quase tinha acabado. Havia um cartaz de filme visível, um foco iluminava o extintor de incêndio vermelho, o filme de Alice estava em um projetor. Ok. Vou fazer aqui primeiro. Aqui também. Aqui. Aqui. Vou pegar aqui também. Tá, e o filme da Alice tá onde, velho? Peraí. Beleza, bora. É agora, hein? É agora, hein?
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Show de bola.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
Que bonitinho. Mas nada disso é real, né? Ele não saiu do lado obscuro. Nós sabemos.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it.
É o programa Night Springs.
Home at last.
É, não é nem a realidade, entendeu?
Are these actual events or merely a dream? A memory or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place.
Night Springs.
Far, far away from Night Springs.
Ou seja, PC versão, ok, que a gente jogou, é só uns acontecimentos de um programa chamado Night Springs. Ou seja, não aconteceu realmente, né? É algo que poderia ser real ou não, igual ele falou ali no final, mas eu creio que não, é só o programa. Então, né? Convenhamos que não é o final, tá? Porque vai ter o 2, a gente sabe que aí ele passou 13 anos lá. Esse jogo se passa 2 anos depois do acontecimento do jogo principal. Então, é tipo um episódio do programa Night Springs que se passou, entendeu? Eles fizeram baseado naquele programa, então nada daquilo aconteceu. Ou foi uma imaginação do Alan dentro do lugar obscuro, provavelmente, tá? Então ele ainda está preso lá. Faz 13 anos e a gente vai descobrir no jogo... No 2, né? No Alan Wake 2. O que vai acontecer. Beleza? Então finalizamos Alan Wake American Nightmare, tá? Então provavelmente amanhã na quarta e nem na quinta eu vou fazer live, tá, galera? Então vou preparar as coisas, deixar tudo no jeito. Até o Spider-Man que eu mostrei no começo da live, eu vou instalar ele, deixar tudo no jeito para as próximas lives. E principalmente o Alan Wake, que eu creio que amanhã ele já libera para fazer o pré-carregamento no PS5, tá? E veremos se ele vai estar bugado ou não, tá? Então eu espero que não, eu espero que a gente consiga jogar no dia 27, na sexta-feira. Mas é isso aí, tá? Tamo junto. Tenha uma restante de noite maravilhosa. Quem estiver conferindo posteriormente aí a live em formato de vídeo, muito obrigado pela presença. Se não for inscrito, se inscreva, marque o sininho para receber a notificação. Curta o vídeo também, compartilha para geral, assim você ajuda demais. E deixa aquele comentário pra gente trocar uma ideia, beleza? Tamo junto, até a próxima. Fui!